Okay. Connection to network seems fine. Let's get the link. Let's see. Gotta get that link out there. Okay. I think those are the only two spots I actually need to share anything to. Should probably get in the habit of sharing more, but the problem is, like, I should actually be in the habit of pre-scheduling my streams so I can share it way before I go on. Like, you know, talk about bad habits. I'm way down the line on bad habits. Okay, so where we're at currently is we just defeated Fentilia. And we're on the way to the seat of divine foresight to kind of do the filler follow-up stuff. So we're technically actually on current content with this account, finally.
What is your purpose
Which
for
is a big
entering
shock.
the seat of divine foresight?
I like how he always asks us, what's our purpose? And then he just, like, lets us in. Because our purpose is just to go there. Like, okay. But yeah, this is probably not going to be a long stream. Depending on what you consider a long stream. I don't know how long I'm going to be doing this. We're definitely going past daily reset for sure. Yeah, we'll be doing our dailies. I don't know how much we're going to catch up on stuff. Sometime later.
Can you wait a little moment? The Master Diviner will be here soon. She's temporarily taken
What
on
would
the
be
General's
really cool
responsibilities.
is if in the
Before
short
meeting
time
you,
that I'm
she
playing,
must make the current situation known and fortify public
if I can at least
spirit.
beat this filler mission
This
so
is
we
her
can get
first
on
real
to the
test as a general.
event that's going on.
I hope she can get used to things quickly.
I don't think I can ever get used to this. It's a pleasure to see you all here today. Collating casualties and losses. Dispatching forces to round up the remnants of the disciples. Submitting battle reports to the 6 charioteers. Now I know what
I probably
Jin Yuan
would
meant when he said,
irrationally
"The highest
stream
throne
until
faces
like
the strongest
10,
win."
11 o'clock in the morning. Close to the afternoon. But we have a vomitorium today. Share your troubles with me, oh short one.
Generalship is no trifling matter. It is a duty one must bear.
I think she actually really enjoys it.
Master Diviner, have you summoned us here just to sigh and complain?
Of course not.
That'd be fine if she
On
did.
the contrary, I am eager to.
It's
thank
fine
you
to
all
complain.
in my
Now, I
official
enjoy
capacity as
complaining.
Acting General of the Law Fu.
And I try not to around people
Now that
who
things
don't
have
like to
drawn
hear
to a
complaining
conclusion,
because I don't want to
it
bring
is
them
time
down
to
or anything.
reward you.
But I'm usually not down when I'm complaining.
Ooh, all those
It's just
benefits
something
that
to
the
do.
General promised. They're finally here. Yippee!
It's fun.
Yes.
And some people just don't
The
understand
Astral
that. It's kind of like
Express has braved great evil for the
Scott
Law
Pilgrim
Fu.
when they're walking towards the after
devotion is
party, and
evident.
he's like, I can't believe we're doing this, and then
After
Kim's like, well, at
discussions
least
with
it'll
the
give us something to complain
charioteers,
about. That's how I feel most of
You
the
are
time.
henceforth sworn
Like,
allies
I
of
want
the
something to
Law Fu.
complain about.
Within the Law Fu's jurisdiction,
I can't explain it.
you are to be treated with the highest standard of diplomatic protocol.
On behalf of the Astral Express, I would like to thank you, Master Diviner.
Oh, wow. Nothing tangible then? But at least it sounds pretty cool.
Oh, that's pretty cool, Marge.
Now that
Like,
things
if you
have been
understood how
expressed,
anything worked, you'd
I
understand
still
that's
have
probably much
something to
better than
discuss
anything
with
they could
you.
give us tangibly.
Please, this way.
Unless, like, the tangible thing was some sphere that gave us the power of a god. That probably exists somewhere in this universe. But in real life, that's probably one of the best things a fleet or country or anything could possibly give you.
Seriously? Thanking us like that and then immediately sending us on another mission?
It's not a mission. The Stellaron Crisis, the Disciples of Sanctus Medicus Rebellion, the Arbor's Resurrection, not to mention the Antimatter Legion infiltrating the Law Fu. All of these incidents need reporting at the highest level for investigation. It's just that, having been in the middle of everything, I'm struggling to keep an accurate perspective. I would appreciate if you could go through it all with me, so that I can reacquaint myself with a finer detail. So, where should we begin?
I also like
It
how
appears that
everyone
Vantaria was
except
the
for Jing
mastermind
Yuan
behind it all.
was like
It
super
seems your war
apprehensive
with the
to us helping
Antimatter
them
Legion
out,
in the
and now
past,
everyone's like, hey,
ever since
besties.
we have kept a watchful eye on their movements. Few could have foreseen the insidious tactics employed in the execution of their assaults. The Lord Ravager
I guess how it
slipped
is
in
in real life, right?
unnoticed,
Everyone's a stranger until they're not.
plotting and machinating, and surreptitiously bestowed a Stellaron upon the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. This heinous act instigated an uprising aimed at luring the Law Fu into a perilous trap of self-destruction.
Also, this game gives you a really bad
Present
sense of
danger
time,
posed by
right?
the Legion
Like,
clearly demands a
everything feels like it
reevaluation.
happens in like a day or two.
We should proceed cautiously.
For all we know, we could have been here for a month, you know? Like, we could assume it's not been that long, because we've only... They do tell you times that you've been to hotels. I feel like we have a better sense of time as to how long everything
When the
passed
ambrosial
in
arbor was severed by the Rainbow Arbor
Eurilo
thousands
6
of years ago.
than we did here, just because of how
abundance
often they
became a
made us go to
taboo.
sleep.
Those within the Alchemy Commission, the original masters of the so-called Way of Immortality, were ruined at a stroke. The Commission became a shadow of its former self. Presumably, from that moment on, the seeds of discord for the disciples of Sanctus Medicus had already been planted. Some of them were willing to work with the enemy, acquiring a Stellaron from the Antimatter Legion to try and revive the Abundance. They succeeded all right. But why would Fantilia's objective to be to realize their wishes? Those traitors gained nothing. They betrayed the Xianzhou only to become sacrificial offerings in the Lord Ravager's grand scheme. The
Well, you
Stellaron
know,
hunters.
they're not
They know
exactly
just as
bright.
little. But in the Matrix of Prescience, I saw a prophecy that Kafka received from Destiny's slave. Elio foresaw all manner of possibilities for the Luofu. Based on what Kafka knows, and despite everything being under the control of Elio, that prophecy is indeed the most beneficial future for the Luofu. The Stellaron hunters walked right into our trap, and even gifted allies, in the form of yourselves, to the Xianzhou. That might sound self-interested, but I hope the feeling is mutual. Now
Hey,
that
I'll
the
take more
future has
friends.
come true,
You can't really have too many
Xianzhou has
friends.
discovered the Legion's intentions, and with everyone's help, has imposed a crushing defeat on Fantilia.
I mean, you could definitely have too many people who
That
aren't
we
really
may.
friends but act like they are.
But as logical as things
But-
might seem,
Especially
there are
in war,
still
you can't
many
have too many
details about
actual
which we're
friends.
uncertain.
Too many bannermen.
For example, how was the Stellaron brought onto the Xianzhou?
Unless you can't keep
And
up with
who
them all, I
sent it
guess.
onto
That could be a
Spellgorge
problem.
Waterscape? How many disciples of Sanctus Medicus still remain at large? All of this is a mystery. Thus far, we've done our best. I'm submitting my report to the Alliance, and I've already got a plan in mind. All of you will feature in the report. But for the sake of Jinyuan, anything related to Xianzhou internal affairs will have names redacted. I hope you can forgive me.
I was about to make the same request, Master Diviner. Since the Arbor's resurrection, I'm sure the Alliance will be poring over every detail of the report. I fear that if the Astral Express gets dragged into matters, leaving will not be an easy task.
Jinyuan has committed quite a few violations this time around, and I'll have to deal with them one by one. Cloud Knight General.
I have a feeling with the way he asks that this is a very common occurrence for
Before
him.
you leave, please make time to recuperate. If there's anywhere you'd like to visit, feel free to take a look. I must attend to some Cloud Knight matters. Farewell for now. Oh, if you pass through Starskiff Haven, I have something that I hope you can give to Yuko. It was all so chaotic. When Fantilia took form, it was as if Tingyun vanished into thin air. The Cloud Knights were only able to find her fan. She took it with her everywhere. It's currently unclear if Tingyun was a puppet manipulated by Fantilia, or if some form of deception was used to cloud her vision. I'm already prepared for the worst. Considering how the Legion operates, I fear
So I'm
the
wondering if
fate
they're
of the
ever going to
Skyfaring
actually,
Commission Amichasator may be a bleak one.
It's just always going to leave it
As
blatant
for how
or like
matters are
vague
handled
forever.
with regards to Tingyun, I
Because
believe
we're
it's best
basically
left to
treating her
thoughts
like
to
she's
you
dead.
then.
She could be dead or alive,
I
but
have informed the Skyfaring Commission of the events which took place. And I think it would
this
be
is made
best
by the
if
same
you were
team
the
that
one
made
to
Impact
deliver this
3rd, from
item
what
to
I know.
Yukong.
And people die like left
understand.
and right in that game,
Leave it with us.
unlike Genshin.
Thank you, Mr.
So I'm
Yin.
inclined to believe that, given the
Now,
people
let
working
me
on
take a
this,
look at my
that
remaining duties for the
Tingyun's
day.
actually probably dead.
It's quite the list. It's getting late. If you need me, I'll be in the Divination Commission.
Like, I wouldn't
conference
hold my
hall.
breath on her popping back up. But also give more weight to how, like, these,
Things have come
destruction,
to a close for
the
now.
Antimatter Legion
It's
people
good that you
actually
came
work.
through unscathed. The Master Diviner asked us to pass on this item of Tingyun's. I'll go to the Palace of Astrum and meet with Yukong. If neither of you has anything urgent, it'd be best if you came too.
I do mostly plan on that.
Oh, well, we had a lot of stumbles along the way, but we still managed to kick butt and save the Law Fu without breaking a sweat. Feels kinda surreal. You don't sound very happy. It may seem like the Stellaron hunters are controlling everything, but we create
I
our
mean, I
own
wouldn't be happy
future.
if this was
No
fate.
matter how powerful they
We're
are,
probably gonna have to
they
fight
can't make
like
a future that doesn't exist come true.
wouldn't even call them gods. The Aeons are
Since
like
showing up,
archetypes,
we've
like
saved a
embodied.
lot
They're
of
they're
people
more
and
than
averted
gods, right? They're
disaster for the whole
paths.
Tianzhou.
They're
Who cares whether
platonic
someone or something was
concepts
directing it?
embodied.
Be happy.
And it's like, God, we might have to fight the concept of destruction. Which would be a badass ending to the game if that's actually the case.
Actually, I was wondering if Diviner Fu could do me a favor. The Matrix of Prescience has amazing
But you gotta imagine that,
powers.
not being the
It can
player,
narrate and
being the
reiterate
character
all
having
his
to do that,
past.
right? Like,
So
you
it
probably
got
wouldn't
me
be happy
thinking,
about
if I
doing
turned
that.
the Matrix on me,
Unless you're some
could
psychopath
it
like me.
calculate my past? I was shy. Talking about personal stuff like that in front of everyone? It'd be too embarrassing. When you're free,
Is it
let's
as
go
embarrassed
have the
as
divination commission
getting
together and
bullied
see
all the
what
time?
Shun has to say.
Okay, I guess we'll go to the palace.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
Yeah, I'm not about side quests right now. I did actually knock out like a lot of side quests on this account off stream. Don't worry, you guys aren't missing anything, but eh.
Madam Yukong, you're my role model. I see. Please extend my regards to the 10 lords.
I will. Our condolences, Hellmaster.
Oh yeah, I think we accidentally ended up skipping that because it was kind of optional.
I shall.
But this lady was in one of the Dan Hong side events that or side missions you could do, and she's like one of the judges, and she's like a doll, similar to like the one Herta controls.
Skyfaring Commission, I would like to thank the crew of the Express for saving the Law Fu.
The way she
from the
looks,
Stellaron
she looks like she'll
crisis.
probably be a pullable character at some point in time.
Madam Yukong must have heard about Miss Tingyun.
I don't look at the leaks, so I don't
Yes,
know. But like,
I have
you
heard.
could look at somebody like, listen, you're
Seeing
either
4
pullable
leave, yet only 3
or you're a
return
boss.
Was enough for me to know
That's
that
like
Fu
that's
Xuan's
if you
report
look
was
interesting,
indeed
there's the only
correct.
2 choices.
Tingyun. I still can't believe it. The whole report reads like a bad joke. It's simply unimaginable. The Antimatter Legion on the Xianzhou? And Tingyun, a Lord Ravager? How could someone who spent over 30 years working alongside me at the Skyfaring Commission turn out to be nothing more than a monster in disguise? What happened to the real Tingyun?
Madam Yukong.
I'm sorry.
I mean, it may not have been 30 years. We have no idea when
It's
she was
just hard for
replaced.
me
It could have
to
been like
accept.
all the way back then. It could have been like a couple months ago.
Thank you for bringing Ting Yun's belongings back to the Palace of Astrum. The Stellaron crisis has cost us too many comrades. Brothers, sisters, children. I'd like to invite all of you, as witnesses to this war, to a soul-soothing ceremony hosted by the Skyfaring Commission. Will you consider?
A soul-soothing ceremony?
To put it into short life terms, a funeral. You see, for long-life species of the Xianzhou, death has always been a distant, mystical concept. Ordinarily, the Ten Lords Commission guides people to the Hall of Karma before any symptoms of Mara are detected. There, they leave behind their lives and wait for their time to come. People are used to a short farewell as opposed to a tedious burial process. Given our limited lifespans, the only ones who place value on ceremony are us Foxians. Countless Cloud Knights lost their lives or became
Yeah, I mean, that makes
Mara-struck
sense. If you
during the
plan to live like
crisis.
300 or 400 years, that's
The
still
Hall
only
of
like
Karma couldn't take them all in.
anywhere
So they
between
passed
3 to
away.
5 times as long as we
All of
typically
these
live.
sudden
So,
deaths and unfulfilled wishes remind us
like, they would
long-life
probably still have
species
burials.
still live out insignificant and limited lives. By combining Skyfaring Commission technology with Foxian ceremony, we honor those who have passed on. We place items of the dead onto star skiffs and send them out to sail between the stars, to shine brightly among them. It's not just to comfort the dead, those souls who can never talk with us again, but also to comfort their surviving relatives, close friends, and indeed all residents of the Xianzhou. It's also my way of saying farewell to Ting Yun. I know, I'm selfish. She may not have died a Cloud Knight, but she's still one of us here at the Skyfaring Commission. A victim caught up in a wider conflict. I'd like to hold this ceremony as a way of distancing the memory of Ting Yun from the Lord Ravager who tarnished her identity. I can still hardly believe it. I'll use my own methods to locate Ting Yun's whereabouts, but at present, This is the least I can do for her. I'd like to ask you all to witness this event with me.
Absolutely.
I've instructed Yen Ming to sort through Ting Yun's belongings. I hope you can pick some out to place around the star skiff.
Leave this to us. We'll take care of it as per your wishes, Madam Yukong.
It's actually kind of sad when you think about it,
My
though.
thanks to all of
Not
you.
lore-wise, because,
I've asked
again,
the judges of the Ten Lords
we
Commission
never actually got to know the
ratify
real
this
Ting Yun.
soul-soothing
But, like,
ceremony,
unit-wise,
and have commissioned a special
she's
skiff
one of
at
the most
Stargate
effective
for
units in the
Navalia
game
for
as a
the
support.
ceremony.
And she's dead.
If you need anything, that's
Look at all
where
these
I'll be.
useless units that got to stay alive. Okay. Oh, what's this? Oh, it's the daily reset. I had to look at the time. Let's do our assignments then. How much of this do we have? 32. Yeah, we definitely need more. I've probably been using these a lot more recently. Probably why I'm empty. Always need these. Can never have too many credits. Let's see. Anything we do easy. I don't feel like doing a daily mission now. We'll probably destroy objects as we're running around. 2 techniques we'll use. That will probably get knocked out too. We can level up a relic. which we can level up one of Sampo's, which this one's okay. I just tried to get some relics for Sampo because all he has is purples, and we do use him a lot, but again, not preferred. It's okay. It's got break effect. That's what we want, but I don't really need crit damage on him. Attack percent's good. It's never bad for him to have HP. This is an okay one. This, though, I don't really... We'll see if it gives us anything out of it, but still, as a 5-star is a 5-star, right? It's better than not having a 5-star there. Oh my god, I don't actually have, I guess, anything. We'll have to just auto-add. Oh, I don't... Okay, we'll do it manually. We don't need any of this. Oh, we got more break effect? Okay, I'm fine with that now. I was mad at this when we got it, but I'm perfectly fine with this now. It's been redeemed. The more break effect we get on Sampo, the better. Because that's just the more damage Kafka will do. It's still not the best, but I'm just not upset about it anymore. And I'm guessing this is probably the Odyssey free pull. Yeah. Okay.
You always did say that I like to gossip. And here I am rambling on, proving you right again. If only you were here to cut me off.
Yeah, or we could just cut you off.
Oh. It's you. For a moment, I thought she'd returned. Did the Helm Master send you over?
We're here to help sort out Miss Tingyun's things. Madame Yukong wants to use some of them for her soul-soothing ceremony.
Well, I've managed to get through pretty much everything. It's all in this box. Please, take your time.
Okay, let's see what there is. An Cassiter's seal, a small box, a knife, a bow, and something wrapped up tight. I wonder what this is.
A bomb.
Looks like some
Oh wait, no,
kind
we already
of
have one of those, I think.
Antique?
Actually, I don't
But
think we have
who'd
the bomb
wanna
on this
hold
one.
on to something like this?
I just got rid of it in my other account, but I don't think I ever picked it up on
Tingyun
this one.
explained that one to me. It's a folk statuette from Foxian antiquity. They say it can bring wealth if placed correctly.
There's also a note in the package. This is for you, Mr. Yenming. Wishing you fortune and success in every endeavor. Yenming, it seems like this is a gift for you from Miss Tingyun.
I remember asking her for one at the time. This is unexpected. I only mentioned it in passing, but she remembered. Tingyun and I were from different guilds. We were competitors, but also colleagues. When we used to trade in other lands, we would bring back local specialties and distribute them among friends and other guild members. It became a custom. The rivalry between us and the Whistling Flames to be the Skyfaring Commission's top guild was always fierce. We would gift each other all kinds of bizarre oddities. Candy that made your leg hair grow. A violin that could shatter glass with its piercing shriek.
Why would you want candy that can make your leg hair? I mean, I guess there might be some alien species out there somewhere that's like a value to them.
Tingyun would leave something behind for me that was
Maybe like Sasquatch people.
sincere and earnest. If I don't return a gift, I'll lose our little duel. But what could I possibly gift her back?
Are you really worried about losing a duel with a dead person?
Huh. Besides the seal, the knife, and the bow,
Probably like the
none
last
of
thing
this
that
seems
should
like
concern
something
you.
Miss Tingyun would have kept.
Though I guess
thought
if
she
she's
was more
dead,
about
she can
jewelry
never
and
return it
beauty.
back and beat you,
Could
so.
there be other
You get the
things
last
similar
laugh?
to what Yan Ming got? We should take a look.
There's nothing else, except a handful of seeds. It looks like there's something printed on the bottom of the box. The Sleepless Earl. Let me think. Where have I seen that name before?
I can't
That's
cook
the
to
tea
save
shop.
my life, but one thing I'm sure of is that's a kitchen knife.
Did you intend to
I've never
rhyme
seen
March?
Miss Tingyun use anything like that to defend herself. It must be another gift that she never had time to send. There's an ad in the knife case. Spices Supreme. A room alley? Which store is that again? This bow. It's a good bow. It couldn't be meant for me, could it?
Why would it?
All right, just kidding. Just trying to liven things up around here.
In fact, I don't even think we ever, in our time here, met the real Ting Yu, and she would have no reason to have gotten you a bow. She didn't even know you existed.
Do you know where we're supposed to take these things?
Yeah. I actually do. Yeah, I believe we can just warp to this one. So, I actually did try to run to Aram Alley before this, before I went live, to see if you could, since it was added into the game. But no, obviously, you'd wait until this quest before they'll let you go there. Oh, actually, while I'm here, how much currency do I have? Oh, not really enough to do anything.
The Sleepless Earl.
Welcome to the Sleepless Earl. I'm the owner here. The name's Ming Ming. How many of you are there?
Ming Ming.
Which tea would you like today?
I'm just very suspicious that you're the owner of this place.
Oh, this is the tea Miss Tingyun promised to get for me. She really went to another world for me. She's incredible. When I took over this tea house from my parents, I thought I'd shake things up by creating a new tea product.
Like,
Famous
are you
brews
orphaned?
Like Whale-Tide Spring
Is that why
or
you're the owner of this
Meditations
place?
and the Alchemy Cauldron have been around for millennia, and imported mixed teas have also found a niche. Introducing a new product into the industry is really hard. Miss Tingyun came to the tea house one day and heard about my troubles. She said she could find me a brand new strain during her travels, one that nobody on the Cienjo had ever tasted. I just thought she was trying to cheer me up. I never thought she'd actually do it. Where is Miss Tingyun today?
I think you should probably be honest with people.
Miss Tingyun.
We found this.
Plus, like,
box of
here's the thing.
seeds
If
among
for
her
some odd
belongings.
reason she turns out
I'm
to still be
sure
alive
Miss
somewhere,
Tingyun
stuck in a
would have
shipping
liked
crate,
for you to
in
have
some
it.
type of hibernation,
Thank you.
then at least it's a pleasant
All of
surprise,
you.
right?
I think I should give
Almost like your
something to
friend got,
Tingyun in return.
rose from the dead, you know? But otherwise, it's better to just actually
I improved the whale
come to
Pine
terms with the
strain,
situation.
Emerald Hills, and Dawn Dew strains to make a new variety with a sweet, long-lasting taste. I called it Ting Yun's Blend. Seeing as Ting Yun won't be able to try it, we should drink a cup to her memory.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
Hey, look, our gambling friend.
Oh, how's it going? Did you take some time off? See any more of the Cienjo? Isn't that the place on Aurum Alley over in Exalting Sanctum? All the foodies go there. What about it? Planning on treating me to a feast?
Why would I?
It's the main commercial street in the Exalting Sanctum, although it's a lot quieter since the whole Stellaron crisis thing. Tourists fresh off the Starskiff always head to Starwatcher Avenue in Starskiff Haven. It's one of those bustling tourist streets. But if you want the real deal on local snacks, you've gotta get to Aurum Alley. I've marked it out for you on your map. Whenever I'm tired of Celestial Jade or slacking off, I head over for a
How are you
bowl
tired of
Renny
slacking off?
Jen's tofu. Darn it,
How are
Japanese
you
water
tired
suddenly
of
don't
slacking
feel like
off?
clocking in for work anymore.
The Lafu is famous for its mung bean soda. You've got to give it a try.
That just don't make no sense. That just make no sense at all. Oh, oh. I heard chest.
We can use
Actually, I think there's like 7 here. We should go get all the chests. Or is it 11? I don't even know how many there are. Oh, that's the anchor. I could actually look how many there are by looking at the map. I don't think there's any over here.
We can use it.
Yeah.
Spices Supreme! Check out that sign! Here
Leave
it
me alone,
is.
March. Got priorities. Actually, wait. How many? We're missing 1. Okay. Well, there's got to be a road we didn't go down. No? Is it not there? Okay, we turned up there, I'm pretty sure. Okay, we came in this way. Oh, there it is. Okay. That was the one way we didn't go.
Honored guests, welcome to our humble eatery. What can we get for you today?
Everything.
Something from Miss Tingyun for me? Oh, what a precious person she is. A sweet thing like her, gifting me a kitchen knife. When she first ate here, I told her my motto: you can't better your own food unless you taste it. Then she got me to talk about my hunting and cooking experiences out on other worlds. She was captivated. She pestered me about dish after dish. At the end, she mentioned she wanted to get me a gift. A sword for a hero and a knife for a chef. That's how she put it. She probably came across some rare mineral and forged it by hand. Look how sharp it is. I bet it cuts straight through a Thalassa titanium terrapin shell. Miss Tingyun is too kind. Who among the Aram Alley vendors hasn't been spoiled by the generosity of Whistling Flames? Her grand fare puts small merchants like us in touch with big intergalactic vendors. If we're talking gifts, it's us who should be gifting her something.
Well,
I heard the trade port is open
might be a
again
little
for
too
business.
late for that.
Miss Tingyun must be real busy, right? This is real, right?
Yeah, there's no joke.
The monster you mentioned, where did it come from? I wish I could take this knife and cut it to ribbons.
We tried that,
Forget it.
and it worked to
Matters
some
like
degree,
these
but
are
it's still alive.
Beyond the control and understanding of a cook like me. Thank you, all of you. Let me prepare a dish for you as a gift from Miss Tingyun. It was our chili oil beef offal stew that first attracted Miss Tingyun to our restaurant. I can't believe that she'll never taste it again. Please, you'll have to eat her share too.
About that bow, I think I know who Miss Tingyun intended to gift it to.
Yep.
Mr. Yen Ming said an ambassador will return with a gift for a trusted colleague. The person who Tingyun trusts the most is Madame Yukong, right?
You're a little far out there, don't you think? How did you know that? Yeah, I'm not surprised that they have like closed circuit television or anything like that. Even if it is their drones that deliver things. God, you are writing me a novel. Are there people who text like this? Oh, hello, why me? Okay, I'm definitely not reading all that. I know what this is. It is the start of one of, like, the, companion quests, which we're gonna do later. Okay. This way.
What brings you here?
We've got gifts for the dead.
This bow. Did Ting Yun pick it out for me? She understood my pain. It's a shame I can no longer do anything for her. 30 years ago, I fought in a terrible war. My comrade and I set sail together, but only I returned. The scars of that war never truly healed. Still, the Law Fu traced out its arc of recovery and continued to trade. I felt tired of voyaging, like I'd lost the courage to pull on a bowstring ever again. I hid away in the Skyfaring Commission and buried myself in work, never wanting to see the sky again. Despite rising
I mean,
to
that
Helm
sounds kind of
Master,
tough, depending
my
on what you
military
defined
career
as the
hadn't
sky.
prepared me for the type of meticulous planning work now confronting me.
It's
Ting
like,
Yun,
if you
on the
walk
other
outside,
hand,
don't you see it?
was a born merchant, always discussing business matters with me and offering up advice, even if she was my subordinate. She never fought alongside me on the battlefield, but in her own way, she became a comrade in arms. Without the help of Ting Yun and the Guild, the Law Fu would not have been able to recover in the space of just 30 short years. I used to think that the Xianzhou had changed with the times. Geniuses like Ting Yun were the future for the Skyfaring Commission's next generation. They would bring prosperity to the Law Fu. I was only ever suited to the flames of war. I was wrong. Only when the last minions of the Antimatter Legion are wiped out will I become useless to the Xianzhou. The Xianzhou needs people like me. Those willing to cruise the sky and fight the flames. The star skiff is ready for the ceremony now. Everyone, please place your objects aboard the star skiff.
Wait! Wait for me! Miss Ting Yun prepared a gift for me. As a fellow ambassador, I cannot fail to honor our custom.
Yanming, what is it that you've prepared?
I've brought a paper kite.
See, he said, I want to play that game too. Unfortunately, my phone doesn't hold the memory of other games. Well, you know, this game is completely playable on PC if you have an even remotely current desktop or laptop. But if not, also it'll soon be available on PlayStation.
Ting Yun and I were never pilots in the strictest
We don't know how
sense of the
soon.
word, but
It's in the beta right now, but I don't
watch
know. It's
our
probably going to be
lives
holiday season.
out among the stars. For her
It's a
to
fun
be able
game.
to take
I enjoyed it a
wing
lot.
once again would make her very happy.
Okay, so we got a paper kite. We got to load everything up.
Out of all this stuff we've got, what do you think we should place on the star skiff?
All of it. Every single thing.
Thank you for everything you've done for the sky.
They're all small. I don't see why you couldn't put it on a boat.
This small seal is the foundation of the Xianzhou's prosperity.
This is the tea that Meng Ming has made, especially named after you. This is a gift from Miss Yensui on behalf of all the restaurants on Arum Alley. You're going to love this.
This time, we needn't compete. Go. Fly on to other distant worlds.
The Skyfaring Commission should
I actually
never
play this
forget
game so much I have it on
you.
both my laptop and my phone.
I will seek out the truth. And if it is discovered that you were taken from us, I swear to avenge your unjust end. It is time for the soul-soothing ceremony. Please make your way to Earthrise Agora in Starskiff Haven.
But yeah, we're basically this is a funeral for someone we're not even sure if they're alive or dead, but it's like a joint funeral. There was a lot of people that definitely did die.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
General, the ceremony is finished. You should take a rest.
Not yet. I have things I wish to convey to my astral friends. My apologies I couldn't get to you any sooner. Yan Qing made sure that I was fully recuperated. Before you leave the Luofu, there are two things I wish to gift the Express.
Two gifts? Has his conscience finally gotten the better of him? Is he going to make up for all our hard work along the way?
Yeah, you know what? You're just too kind. We don't want to
Let us reconvene at the seat of divine
tease him or anything. He's a powerful man who's gracious enough to give us gifts. Also, he's recovering. He just got, like, stabbed by magic. That can't be good. I don't blame him for walking around, though. Like, I can get sick, pneumonia or whatever. I still can't stay in bed. Heyo, Lazy Blair. I remember last time I was supposed to be bedridden. I just got up and I started walking around town anyway. People were yelling at me.
Is that a stain? I like this coat.
What is your purpose for entering the seat of divine foresight?
My purpose is wanting to enter the seat of divine foresight.
Present company is gathered to reiterate the Xianzhou Luofu's esteemed gratitude for the magnanimous actions of the Nameless. I am sure Lady Fu has given voice to this already, but the Luofu is greatly indebted to you. Therefore, on behalf of the Luofu Cloud Knights, I hereby present you with a jade abacus, a symbol
Those are
of
pretty
our
cool looking.
allied friendship.
Oh, from what they explained earlier, though, a Jade Abacus is
Could
basically
indeed
just
be considered a souvenir of a
an
certain
electronic.
variety.
Like, all of
Not
their
one you can
electronics
find
are
in a
just
gift store.
Jade Abaci, or
Back when the Alliance was
Abacuses, I
first
don't know.
established,
What the plural
all
for
those
that would be.
thousands of years ago, the Cienjo ships swore an oath.
But an
etching the
abacus is
record into
just a
jade
calculator,
abacus.
so yeah, that makes
World
sense.
may crumble, and the heavens may fall, but this oath shall never be broken. The same is true of this Jade Abacus. It is a record of the Law Fu Cloud Knight's promise to the crew of the Astral Express. It is also a beacon. Grip it tightly, and it will send a message to the Jade Abacus here in my hand. No matter how astronomically distant you are, the Law Fu Cloud Knights will always come to the aid of the crew, whatever your need may be.
Wow, now that's what I call a payoff.
Of course, I
You
trust that
literally
such an
just got
important
Imbibitor
article will
Lunae.
not
You're
be
so
used
happy.
for
Congratulations.
or inappropriate circumstances. I hope you can understand.
I'm skipping this banner myself,
Say no more.
even though
Sure
he's super
thing.
powerful, but I've got people in my friends
Thank
list
you
that
for your generosity.
already have him maxed out, and I have to say, he is a very strong character, so have fun with that.
General.
In accordance with the edict of the Ten Lords Commission, I am hereby authorized to relieve your banishment decree.
Do I think Honkai Star Rail's graphics are as beautiful as other games? Oh man, I'd have to...
Nice.
The beauty of graphics are very subjective, and I am not a graphic snob. I actually prefer stylized games for the most part, and honestly, I like the graphics of this game. I think they're stylized great. I liked Genshin's graphics too, which these are about on par. They're slightly a step up from like Impact 3rd's graphics are. But I even like that. But I prefer almost anything that's stylized over like the hyper-realistic graphics push that a lot of the big companies are doing now. So, I don't know. I think they're wonderful.
Will not be much moved by the issuance of a paper edict. While I can guarantee your freedom to come and go as you please, I cannot guarantee your safety. Again, I hope you can understand.
I understand.
This
Like, if I had to put
brings
a
with it a sense of relief.
marker on the
My
map
wound is feeling much
of
improved.
currently what I thought was the most beautiful looking video game, it's probably Super Mario Odyssey.
Though I
And that's
feel
just
my
because
efforts
like
are
it
being
is a
overshadowed by
very,
the erudition
very
of Lady
finely rendered, stylized game.
The Express and its passengers
But also, I
have
like
long
games like
voyaged
Octopath
ahead.
Traveler, and I think that's beautiful. So I'm
May that
probably not the
voyage
best
be
judge here.
smooth and untrammeled. I bid you farewell.
Okay, so we can say goodbye to basically everybody we met along the way.
Oh, hi. I know we haven't got the chance to get acquainted, but I've heard a lot of good things about the crew from the General. I have to say, I'm very impressed. So soon? I wanted to help the General, but things didn't turn out how I wanted them to be. I've learned my lesson. Also, I have a rather abrupt request. After fighting down Hung, I feel like my skills are lacking somewhere.
Now you're talking about
If you have any time to coach me...
a Honkai game that kind of fits that, like, highly rendered but stylized game. Zenless Zone Zero looks beautiful. Actually, I think it looks way better than this game, and I like the way this game looks. But I would probably put it up there with like Persona. Like Persona 5 looks great. I'm not even a super big fan of like Persona as far as turn-based RPGs go, but like it looks gorgeous at all times. And that's what like Zenless Zone Zero looks like, and I can't wait for that game.
I'm worried that he still holds some grudge against me.
Yeah, it's got some Splatoon in there too.
I'd love to have a spar with him.
It's got
Safe travels.
some Jet Set vibes. It even has like maybe some No More Hero vibes too. It's got like a nice mix of things. But then gameplay, it's like it's a DMC style hack and slash beat 'em up, which I love. So I'm gonna. Oh yeah, I need to talk. We could talk to these guys first before we catch up with everybody else. It's basically just Honkai Impact 3's battle system, but improved over time.
Whether we be heading back anytime soon.
The parry looks so
also
satisfying.
asking after you, Danheng. I think it'd be best if you update her in person, don't you think?
She must have been worried. I'll return to the train and put her mind at rest.
Himeko must be eager to hear about what we've been up to on this mission too, right? Hang on. Oh, how could I forget? We should bring something back for the conductor. Have you got any unfinished business on the Xianzhou?
Yeah, we gotta say goodbye to everybody.
Oh yeah, there are some people we haven't said goodbye
What did
to yet.
I think of this mission? Yeah, because this is my second time doing it since I have a separate account for streaming.
Come back soon, okay?
I kind of liked it.
Mr. Yang.
It's okay filler. And it's only okay filler because we also have an event to do at the same time that's actually better filler. But I kind of like having the option to run around and say goodbye to everybody instead of just being forced to, like with Eurilo 6. I would... Oh, even the part before this. Oh, with Ting Yun? Yeah, I thought that part was good. This part, this filler is also okay, but I thought the whole part with Ting Yun was good. But I do like the fact that we get to choose. And I would obviously choose to say goodbye to everybody. But I think some people don't want to. And that's fine. Like, I think it's fine if they just want to skip talking to everybody. Skip saying goodbye to D-Ting, who's a wonderful little mechanical dog. And just go straight to the Astral Express. Because then it makes me feel even better that I chose to say goodbye to everybody. Now I just got to remember where everybody is to say goodbye to them. Oh, wait. I think we passed one. There was one up here. Right. Was it over here? I think, no. Somewhere in this general area, I think was Shinchue. Or, oh, wait, no, there was this girl. That's right, we have to say goodbye to her.
Tree remained dead for thousands of years.
Is that you, big brother? I knew it was you by the sound of your footsteps.
Everything about this blind girl makes me sad.
Thank you for helping me. And thanks
Especially
to
like the
Dan
whole
Shu,
thing with Dan Shu.
I should be taller the next time you're back.
And how much she looks up to her, and it's like, oh my god, Dan Shu was just a horrible person, though.
By the way, is Don Shu okay? Me and my friends are worried about her. We haven't heard from her since the last time she delivered the medicine.
Yeah, she died.
Dead.
To my hands.
What does
I'm not going to tell you that part, but
it doesn't mean
I was the
going
one
to
who
a
killed her.
really, really, really far away place forever and ever, and never coming back, like my mommy and daddy.
Please don't say it that way. Yeah, no, we're gonna be real with her, but we're not gonna be that real with her.
So, Don Shu will never come to see us again? Thanks for telling me, big brother. Like Don Shu always said, we can't expect others to take
You
care
didn't know you could say goodbye? Oh no.
Bye-bye, big brother.
Well, at least you get to see it now. Let's see. I'm trying to remember. Wait, maybe she was downstairs.
I don't believe in ghosts.
Come on.
I don't want to miss anyone, but I know There's several people in the general vicinity that you could say goodbye to. Some of them are over in Starskiff Haven. I'll just try to make sure I don't actually miss anyone. Oh, we got Bailu. Bailu's the one we can say goodbye to.
Hello!
We're leaving!
Start your next journey. That's great! I can't wait to escape the commission again. Oh, make sure you come visit. Next time you're here, we'll put my plan into action. I've got it all.
Yeah, Bailu's fun. I like hanging out with her. She's always up to no good, but she's up to no good to be doing good. She just doesn't want to be locked up. I could just go by myself.
I know all the best places. You'll be lost without me. And don't forget to come see me if you get any headaches, fever, tendon pain, joint pain, anything. My treatment is on the house.
Okay, there's some people back here we could say goodbye to.
What do we do now? We don't really have to turn over a new leaf, do we?
No way! We pretend to obey the grown-ups, then get back to business as soon as we get the chance.
Hey, what
We're
are you
about to
looking
bully
at?
some toddlers.
This is our conversation, okay? Why does this Outworlder seem so familiar to me?
Hey, boss! I recognize him! He's the guy who messed with us last time! Ugh, I remember now. Last time we dealt with this one, we got into big trouble.
Ah, it's you. You're the one who betrayed us, right? We've been ordered to change our name from the Lawfu Trio to the Lawfu Study Club. It's so embarrassing. Now no one's gonna respect us anymore.
Did they ever respect you?
So tell us, how much compensation are you gonna give?
Huh. Trying to flee?
Boss, let's just forget about it. Let this bad omen off the Lafu so we can get on with business.
Just go then. What's it got to do with us? You think we're friends or something? You want to say goodbye to us?
No, I just want to intimidate you
Don
so you leave the
Shu?
blind girl
Who's Don
alone.
Shu?
She's the leader of the disciples of Sanctus Medicus. The one everyone was talking about.
Sanctus Medicus? What do you want with me?
You want us to join you or something?
You guys must think you're pretty tough, bullying kids like us out in the open.
Yeah.
Time to throw in the towel, boss. They're playing for real. If you want to start
It was so funny when we had to confront them earlier, and the guy just like runs up and tries to punch you and just ends up falling over.
My mom said they eat 3 or 4 kids for breakfast.
Yeah. Hey, you! We promise not to bully Xiao Yu again. If you promise not to mess with us.
Yeah, don't bully other kids either.
Okay, we promise. But you have to keep your word too.
Okay. Let's just do a clean sweep of this area to make sure we're not losing anybody important.
Wait, so you're
Oh, I never got this chest.
literature? Move on already.
We can use it.
No, that's the end of the line. I don't know, for some reason, I thought she was around here, but I guess she wasn't. It's gonna bother me. Maybe I'll see her somewhere else. Okay. Where is... Here. There's a guy here we need to say goodbye to. We need to go visit Master Gong Fu. Help. Kafka's voice is, and it looks like you're using a weary emoji. Yeah, okay. I'm sure a lot of people do feel that way. I don't blame you.
The Artisanship Commission has come through hell and high water since the incident. Rebuilding what
Kafka is a very nice character.
the years. Our labor filled with blood and sweat and tears. For a youngster to deliver a farewell to an old man like me is a rare occurrence in this day and age. I've taken on many a short life apprentice.
I actually only just barely got her on both of these accounts. On my other one. This one, I got super lucky. She's at like E2. I just kept pulling.
The lingering sound of bygone music plays, though groweth fainter with the parting ways. Life is full of farewells, and I've seen more than most. But farewell it is. I shall not sing for you on your way out. I fear the sound would break my heartstrings.
Okay, I think that's literally the only person in this area we have to say goodbye to. Trying to think. We definitely have to go here. So you really wanted Fuchuan, but you needed a DPS, so you got in Bigger Lude. No. That's you can definitely say anything out of the blue, especially if it's pertaining to the game. Don't have to preface it or anything. No, I get that, right? So the way this game kind of works, right? It's the supports are the stuff that don't really get power creep because they offer you necessarily like different ways of helping your team. But like you do need at least one good DPS per team, so that's like 2 total that you can build your teams around. And Imbiru Lune would definitely be a good one to build teams around. It's probably currently the strongest character in the game. You'll probably eventually get power creep, but power creep really doesn't matter in this game as long as you can make good comps. After Star Rail, what video will I make next? I'm just gonna be streaming on here a lot in general. I've been doing Star Rail. I started up Genshin again from the beginning on this account, but I actually just set up this closet space over here into an art room, so I'll probably be doing some art streams. Even later today, after I go to sleep and wake back up, I have a talk show that we do twice a week on Saturdays and Tuesdays at 6 p.m. Central about like video games, movies, comics, and all kinds of stuff. Fun, like, I don't know what you want to call it. I'm going to call it pop media because we don't always talk about popular stuff, but I wouldn't call it niche either. Just like what me and my co-hosts like to talk about. Oh, okay. Take care and enjoy your meal. Let's see. Talk to her. I didn't even pay attention to what I said. Did I actually finish that?
Life is fleeting.
I did. Okay. We've got a dog to talk to. I know that one. Oh, he's gonna miss me. He lifts his paws and draws an arch with his head. Okay. Let's run after him. Is there another chest I missed? I did. I just ran straight through here on this account and didn't pay attention to, like, any of the chests. We were, like, in story priority mode. Look, there's another one. Oh, hey, Rick. How you doing? I know it's not going to be well, but are you holding together? There we go. See, if we didn't do this, I think we just permanently lose this icon that we're never going to use. The sound of the dog is so cute when you meet it. I thought it was a cat. That's fair. Especially because he's like a robot. It's kind of like tinny, right? So it sounds more high-pitched than it probably would be otherwise. I'm trying to remember where the other people are that we could still say goodbye to. I know there's one here. We could say goodbye to Shishang, who should be over at the Sleepless Earl. Yeah, you finally got some sleep. I saw that you did go on to
Sure am.
Mike's show. I didn't end up watching it until like the very end. You had already left. It was just
Are you?
I think Chris and him.
I've met so many people recently. You seem. I see. Silent but Deadly told me something about meeting up with a friend. You must be them.
Silent but Deadly.
Pretty accurate nickname, right? That guy has a lot on his plate. It's enough to make you worry. The fact you're standing here right now must mean things are pretty much taken care of?
Oh, there's a collectible behind her.
Is that so?
I need to get that.
Well, before you leave, I recommend listening to Mr. Xian's Legend of the High Cloud Quintet.
I've actually already
Ever
heard
since I
it.
was a little kid, I've always wanted to be an epic hero. I never get tired of hearing about the quintet. I'm sure you'll love it. You should bring Don Hung along next time. We can chat over some tea. Anyway, I'm getting off track. I won't take any more of your time. Good luck.
Now, I don't think I actually have Shishang on this account yet. Let me look. The current event, if you get past a certain point, yeah, we don't have her. You actually get a free one, so that's going to be good. I like Shishang. I have her like really built on my other account. I have a whole team around it with Silver Wolf. I hit the wrong one. There we go. But yeah, I have a whole team built around her where she's like the main damage dealer. And I just gotta think. Where? Oh, where was Xing Shui? Let me pull up the list. I know there's a list somewhere. I know I hit everybody on my own the first time, but I forgot where everything was. And I don't want to miss it. Let's see, what's the name of the quest we're on? No, that's not it. And J. So we are on a quest called Obsequies Performed. I'm gonna be so mad. So mad if she was like right near where I thought she was and I just missed her. Which I can only be mad at myself. Right. Okay. Which ones did we not do? Oh, we still have to do Schwan. I know where she is. I don't have to actually look at that. I completely forgot to do it. She's at the Divination Commission, right up here. We should also have some puzzles to do there that I have not done. We can do that later. That can be done at any time. You got to prioritize doing current stuff, like events, because while this game does let you go back and do the major events at any time, typically there's a few rewards that you only get if you do it currently. Now, we got to prioritize that.
Hiding out at the Divination Commission? That's a bold decision.
101010
there she is.
the way.
Are you here to say goodbye? There's no need to be so anxious. I predict that you will return to the Xianzhou often.
What time is it at my place? It is currently 4:58 in the morning, so just before 5.
All right, okay, I understand. I wish your travels be fleeting of foot, and may your crises be effortlessly
Okay,
resolved.
yes, Xingshui is the only other one I need. And I was right next to her, and I barely missed her. Urgh! I'm so mad. I remembered her being up there. Ugh. I stopped looking here. She's like right here. Upsets me. So close. But then that's the last person we have to say goodbye to. And then we are caught up with the story content of the game.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
I must have ran like right by her.
I'm guessing seeing you here probably means that your affairs on the Xianzhou are mostly complete?
Yep.
Is that it? I thought you were gonna stay for at least a little longer. Did Welt learn how to play Celestial Jade in the end? If he hasn't got the hang of it yet, tell him to come see me, and I'll show him the ropes. Oh, I haven't asked you yet. Are you interested in learning yourself?
Yeah, sure. I'll learn new games.
Aha! I thought so. Come back when you have time. I'll teach you. We're in agreement then. You can come back anytime and I'll teach you how to play.
I'm assuming Celestial Jade is basically just like playing Mahjong. So it probably couldn't be that hard. I wouldn't be surprised if they actually added a Mahjong variant into the game at some point in time. They're pretty good at adding mini games. And there we go. The checklist is gone, or the optional thing. We can just go back to the parlor. Mahjong is one of those games I used to play a lot as a kid, but it's been so long that I barely remember the rules, and I feel like I would want to relearn to play it again.
Are they traveling to?
From a universal perspective, there is little difference between the lives of long and short-lived species. The transcendence that the Xianzhou pursues is nothing compared to the enduring majesty of the stars. And the grief felt here is no different from our own.
Welt has seen some shit. And so he would know.
Yeah, you're back. Himiko and I were just discussing our journey. This little excursion has reached its conclusion. All things must come to an end. Still, some endings spark a new beginning.
Next time, I think I should be the one trailblazing with you guys. Welt can stay on the Express.
Since when did the work roster just change like that?
Yep. Time to get back to warping.
Yes, no more Stellaron Hunter interruptions. It's time to get our original plan back on track. Our next stop is Penacony, remember? The family is throwing a banquet there, and they sent invitations out to the Express. I was curious about this.
Yeah, so Penacony is basically Space Australia. It used to be a prison planet that got reformed.
We can set off for the next stop.
And now apparently it's a nice destination, from what I've heard. You think you have something to do? Be back later. Nice to see you stream. Hey, well, thanks for coming around. You can feel free to subscribe and just, you know, check in whenever we're doing something else.
Which are you?
Neither. I'm merely a lost traveler.
What a spectacle. The Stellaron, the Ambrosial Arbor, the disciples of Sanctus Medicus, the Lord Ravager. A series of threats that almost succeeded in diverting attention away from the crucial question. They who brought the Stellaron onto the Cienjo, what was their motive? Will you surrender, or do you require encouragement? Abomination of Yaoshi.
General, my power does indeed stem from the abundance. But I'm the same as you. We are both enemies of Yaoshi.
That's right, Jingwen. Stay out of our way. The revival of the Arbor is an omen. It's time for the Cienjo to choose its next path. The Rainbow Arbiter, the Plague's author, the Ruin author. This is a chess game between eons. If you don't stand with the winners, you stand to lose. And this time, we will put the abundance in their grave.
This is a very intense intermission preview. And it makes me really excited for whatever's going to happen next. The sad part is we've hit the interlude section where we have to wait for them to add more content. So the next major update, I think, which I guess is going to be 1.4, it's going to be a while from now, is going to be a world. In the meantime, there will be a lot of smaller event things that we'll get to do. Is it 1.4? I think we're in 1.3 right now. Whatever it is. It could be 1.5 for all I know. In the meantime, we've got events. There's more simulated universe stuff that's added. Not yet. That's going to be, I think, next week on the 6th is when the Swarm gets released. So there'll still be plenty of stuff to do. The Arum Alley's hustle and bustle. We get to Prosperity level 8. We will unlock Shushang, which we need. I guess we don't need her. I don't know what Team 2 is going to be centered around for Forgotten Hall and stuff. I have not decided yet. Obviously, we could play most things off of Kafka for Team 1. We just build different dot characters to focus on weakness break of whatever like the main element is, and then have Kafka in the team anyway to blow that up. But I still haven't figured out what we're going to do for Team 2. Because this is a very fresh account that I think Kafka is the only banner character on this account. So we're going to need some other, I don't want to build around Clara. Maybe. We'll figure it out. We will do that later. And by later, I mean after we finish our dailies, because we never did that. What's this? Dan Hong. Oh, this is for his companion mission. Which is fun because we get to see more Bailu. Another thing we'll do later. If I were to show you right now, I've been saving the companion missions. I'm only going to do those on stream so people can at least watch the VODs if they don't catch it. I haven't done basically any of the purple missions. We'll do them. We'll do them. There's just, we had to catch up to the story first. Oh, wait. I keep getting distracted. This is what we're clicking on. What do we need to do? We've only done one. See what the daily mission is. Woo Little. That's an easy one. Okay. Which is great. Oh, excellent. There was one down there I should have gotten. Oh well. But we get our break 3 objects while we're here. I think... Is that the one by the Astral Express, or is that the one in the... Oh, it's in that room. Okay, we might actually have to fight something. Because I think there's a guy who stands right at that corridor. Yeah.
Does that hurt?
Fun. Actually get to do some combat.
Cutting the net.
Time for a shot.
Hope you're prepared.
The human body is beautiful in its fragility.
These things don't seem very bright. I can understand why they would get lost. But apparently they're smart enough that they can understand the directions we give them to get back, because they always manage to get back. The toilet's here. I think I already did that, though. You on the other side? No, you're okay. You're all in here somewhere. Oh, it's up here. Why are you in that? Like the crane game got you. There we go. Dailies are done. We can go to the event now. Why does it want me to... What am I on that is trying to take me to Urilo? No, we are not doing that. Not in the slightest. This will take us there. I actually have no idea how long we'll be going. Maybe at least until 6, which is the top of the next hour. But if I get really wrapped up in this event, I might not even pay attention to the time, and it might be 7 or 8.
Oh, is that a stain? I like this coat.
I spent a good chunk of a day knocking all of this out on my other account. Or Bailu!
Over here! You're easy to spot. Are you going to Aramali?
Yeah, I'm not a free meal ticket.
Was it that obvious? But the more the merrier, right? I go out all the time to see patients, so I know the food establishments around here like the back of my hand. I'm the best tour guide you could hope for. And if you get into medical trouble, gastrointestinal discomfort, sprained ankle...
I'm trying to think, between the two people who would want to be a tour guide,
right by your side.
would I prefer Qing Shui or Bailu? I feel like Bailu would probably try to rip me off less with the food stands we go to.
It's called an all-inclusive package. Huh? Hurry up! Do you want the snacks to sell out?
Yeah, you're the one that stopped, not me. This music's like really chill.
We've reached our destination, Aram Alley. Of course, the main feature of this tour is the endless selection of tasty delicacies. The folk dishes at Spices Supreme are a must-try. This is the only place on the Lawfu you can find them. So, now that we're here...
Okay, which ones do you want first?
Ooh, curly confused pork, crisp melon and diced chicken, star taro braised pork, chili oil beef awful stew, granny chen's tofu. I'm getting tired saying them all. Reciting medicine ingredients is easier than this. Let's start with
I mean,
the
that first one
stand.
actually doesn't sound that bad.
You
I
browse
could
around
probably
for
go
a
for
bit.
some garlic
I'll
infused
go
pork.
find us a seat while you make up your mind.
I should see what the other customers have to say about the food here.
All I had before streaming, I fried up a hamburger in like salt, pepper, brown sugar, and butter, like actual whole milk butter. And I fried up some hash browns with it too. That was pretty good. Threw some cheese on it.
Food? In Aram Alley, there's no such thing as a bad food stall. My name's Xiaohan. I'm
I don't think I
originally
meant to
from
talk to you.
O'Malley, but this is my first visit in a long time. When I was away, I'd stay
I
up
think
at
I tried to
night
talk to the
reminiscing
person
about
at the
flavors
food stall and I
aromas of this place.
accidentally clicked on you.
Are you feeling adventurous or cautious?
Yes.
If you're really feeling adventurous, you could try some mung bean soda. I
Yo,
describe the
dude,
taste as
This is
unique
like the
and a
5th
little
time
sour.
on the Lawfu
It's best to drink
that
it in
I've
big
had
gulps
an
and let
opportunity
it
to try
fizzle in your
mung bean
stomach.
soda.
That's a great feeling.
Oh, a visitor from afar. May I ask you a question? Do you like Arumali?
I'm also really weird. If I was here in person, I probably would try the mung bean soda and I would probably like it.
Glad to hear. We always try to treat visitors from outside well. I hope you don't mind me prattling on, but since you're an Outworlder, are you familiar with the IPC?
Very.
Do you know if it has a good reputation?
It has a really good light cone that I use to set people on fire. But I'm gonna say it's a cabal of predatory sharks.
I was a little worried when I heard the president say that the IPC is going to destroy Arumali. Well, I can't just leave you here empty-handed. Take a look at the menu, order whatever you want. It's on the house.
Well, it was recommended, so let's go with the mung bean soda. I think. No, that's not. Let's be nice, because I think we're sharing this with Bailu. What would she like? Berry pheasant skewer actually doesn't sound bad. Let's go with that. Let's actually be nice to her.
So, is there anything good? Fantastic! Hey, how did you know my favorite food?
I didn't. It just sounded good.
Great, but it looks like you only brought enough for one person. What am I supposed to do?
Nah, you can have mine. I'm too nice.
All right, if you say so.
Ah, it's the Dragon Lady. Here, I'll get you another serving. No need to be shy.
Thank you, Auntie.
I'm not even much for pheasant, but like the design of that looked good. And I like kebabs. I'd probably enjoy it.
I'm so full of snacks I can hardly move. I haven't even gotten around to business yet. I wanted to stop by Elegance Pagoda to buy some medicine jars while I'm out. Come on, let's go.
As long as you can actually move and I don't have to carry you there.
Hey, what's going on at the dock?
Some of the dock workers got into an argument with the IPC folks.
Watch your words. No need to be aggressive here.
How about we go see what's happening at the dock?
Yeah, it sounds exciting. Maybe we could get into a fight.
When did you decide to show up, little Miss Feisty? How is this any of your business?
As a Cloud Knight, I can't just sit back and do nothing when I see civil unrest. And for your information, my name isn't Little Miss Feisty. It's Sushan.
Please, miss, allow
Alley Merchant Guild to take care of this matter.
You're from the Merchant Guild?
What a joke! You people can't take care of anything! Everyone here knows that our Room Alley Merchant Guild is as incompetent as it is dysfunctional. The lease for the docks isn't even paid yet. Anyone care to guess whose fault that is? I'll tell you, the Merchant Guild's.
I'm not denying that.
Then say it out loud so everyone can hear. Our Room Alley Merchant Guild apologizes to every vendor here for defaulting on the lease and leaving us to pick up the mess. Better yet, get down on your knees and beg for forgiveness.
Man, that guy is a prick. Yeah, let's yell at him.
I agree.
You're being completely unreasonable. Why can't we talk this over?
I'm not being unreasonable. I'm making a friendly inquiry. When will the IPC receive its lease payments?
I'm afraid we can't pay at the moment.
We leased this whole dock to your merchant guild, hoping that it would rejuvenate our Room Alley. And look at it now. A perfectly good freight dock has gone to waste.
They said at the moment. That doesn't mean they'll never make the payments, right?
Don't be so gullible. How about we make a little bet? If the Merchant Guild can pay back the money it owes, I'll get down on my knees and apologize to all the people of our Room Alley. I'll shout it loud and clear. I'm a raving idiot howling into the wind, and then I'll bark like a dog. How does that sound?
Sounds funny.
Okay. And if they can't?
Oh, that's simple. You apologize to me in front of all the people of our Room Alley, and you bark like a dog.
This guy's got a weird thing with barking like a dog. But let's stoke it on. Take the bet. Take the bet.
You're not being very helpful, are you?
No. I'm just having fun.
Deal.
You all heard that, right? I'll be waiting for you. Come on, let's get out of here.
Miss, there's no reason for you to take such a bet. We're the ones who dragged you into this.
It's okay. Seeing that arrogant sneer on his face made me sick to my stomach. I had to do something.
We appreciate you sticking up for us. But this...
Mad respect. Let's go.
Now that I think about it,
Let's stoke the flames as much as possible.
it'll reflect badly
Stir
on
the pot.
Nights. But you can't give in to bullies.
My name is Ming Shi. I'm the secretary of Arum Alley Merchant Guild. Most people just call me Miss Secretary. This leasing dispute is between the IPC and the Merchant Guild. You shouldn't have been dragged into it.
Sure is. I've already started placing bets.
So, is it true that the Merchant Guild can't pay back the lease?
Miss Secretary, just tell it like it is.
How much is the lease?
As things stand
Because it's the
now,
IPC.
The Merchant Guild is in
They
no
probably
position
take
to pay back
credits.
the lease.
I've got a lot. I could probably pay it back.
Yes, the entire port. Now we owe the IPC an arm and a leg. The food hawkers are thriving, but dock operations and other businesses are stretched to the breaking point.
If we make the businesses more profitable, then maybe we have a chance of paying back the IPC.
If we cut costs and tap into new revenue streams, we can turn things around. A lot of vendors in Arum Alley don't want anything to do with the dock, though, so it may be hard to find new sources of revenue.
What about cutting costs?
Cutting costs means reducing expenses. As you can see, the dock isn't even fully utilized, and the workers, well...
Hey, don't get any funny ideas about laying people off.
Miss Secretary is just helping us think of ideas. But if you ask
Laying
me,
people off
I
isn't
think
even
our ordering
often the
system
best
is
way to
rather
cut costs,
inefficient.
though.
I'm sure we could reduce our costs if we found a way to
Not unless you
improve
have people who are basically doing nothing. But like if people are actually doing their work, then what you do is you might even lose efficiency because there's less work getting done even if you're paying less people. It'd be better to just try to increase efficiency however possible. Reorganizing shifts, redistributing labor.
I didn't realize you were such an entrepreneur.
Even the president hasn't been able to solve anything. Is this short lifer really up to the job? At this point, I guess we've got nothing to lose.
I'll have you know I'm the main protagonist. I am up for any job the game throws at me. That's how this works. Oh, yeah, swipe. No, come on. Go. There we go. But I'd rather just click it because it's faster.
This will certainly save us on shipping costs.
Isn't this a little unsafe?
Don't
What's unsafe
worry.
about it?
Our motto is safety first.
I don't like that motto. I like, oh, what's his face? Oh, God, the guy from Dirty Jobs. His motto is safety third. I like that better.
Jeez, don't get too full of yourself.
Impressive, but if you ask me, inventory efficiency isn't enough to save us. If Heron Express doesn't deliver the goods, then they're just gonna sit around collecting dust.
I see your point. If you have the time, could you accompany me to Heron Express's Arum Alley branch office?
Of course. It's just... I'm better with brawn than brains.
I got it. Don't worry. I will solve all of your problems as I do everywhere I go. Such is the life of a protagonist.
Mr. Yungfeng?
Why, it's Miss Secretary. And who do we have here?
I'm Sushang of the Cloud Knights. I think you already know the little girl with horns on her head. And this is...
Good to meet you all. Miss Secretary, I heard you made a bet with the IPC. And if you lose, you have to bark like a dog?
The word got out pretty quickly, huh?
Those Outworlders from the IPC are the worst. How did you get bogged down with them?
Yeah, you didn't ask what happened if we
Right.
win.
And if the Merchant Guild pay back what they owe, the only one barking will be that IPC stooge.
We made our inventory more efficient, But the dock workers said we still need a way to distribute the goods. I was wondering if Heron Express would be interested?
Those dock workers don't.
Hey, Manicore, how you doing?
And I'm afraid it's not our responsibility either.
Then who should we blame? The IPC?
The IPC said that they would handle operations at Aurum Alley and promised to give subsidies to the vendors. I suspect they secretly told all the vendors not to use the dock for logistics.
Yeah, this sounds like it's a trap.
We can
for
only
sure.
blame ourselves for letting them get away with it for so long. If we can't pay back the rent, the financial damages will
Doing
be
good. I'm doing good too. We
the
just caught up with the story, and now we are pursuing a career in shipping and logistics.
It'll become an empty shell of its former self. And without the Merchant Guild, the IPC will have no competitors in Aurum Alley's business district.
The IPC wants to turn this place into a big logistics warehouse. By then, the food hawkers and used goods stores will have to move away.
So no more Aurum Alley?
Correct. The physical space will still exist, but the Aurum Alley we all know, its fragrances, its bustling tourists, will be nothing more.
Which I can completely relate to.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Sometimes it feels like being the protagonist of an RPG. Everywhere I go, I end up doing odd jobs for everyone, and I never know what it's going to be next.
Please allow our friend to try his hand at it. He has some skills that could prove useful in this area.
Yes, I will deliver us a route to success.
See? He's a quick thinker.
Okay. So, here's the logistics part. We have to plan routes for the delivery drones, and we have to meet some type of goal. So the goal here is 15. It's very easy. This is literally just the tutorial one. There's no way you can mess this up because there's literally only one path. It does actually get a little complicated later, but I mean, it's really not hard to figure out.
With these routes in place, logistics costs will be reduced significantly.
I knew it.
Yeah, I know. I'm the best.
Heroes who can help us revitalize Aurum Alley.
Now, can you tell us what really happened to Aurum Alley?
Well, Aurum Alley was originally the busiest night market in Exalting Sanctum. In days past, this alley, famed for its food and commerce, was brimming with Arumatons collecting goods for their masters. But that prosperity has long since passed. Restrictions were placed on civilian Arumatons, and new commercial centers began to spring up. It was like being on a gentle downhill slope. Everyone knew things were changing, but no one thought it was serious. When the Lawfu was moored for maintenance and trade with the IPC increased, a new threat emerged for the Merchant Guild. The IPC's announcement of a bid for the development of Aurum Alley. Their promises were visible, tangible, and extremely aggressive.
See, I don't know too much actually about the lore behind the IPC at this point. I'm sure there's plenty in my database that I could read about it. But what I can get across is they seem like a giant Amazon-like company in space. Actually, they kind of remind me of like the East Dutch Indie trading company. Because they have a lot of stuff of their own, obviously, like the Findy came from them, but they just seem like they handle trade everywhere.
The contract for operating Arum Alley's business district is about to expire, and the IPC's regional director has seen an opportunity. They orchestrated the dock debt crisis, and that's just the beginning. Meanwhile, vendors in Arum Alley have expressed mixed feelings about the IPC.
It seems people
Some
feel
see it
about
as
them
a
the same
crouching
way that
tiger
people
with
felt about the
malicious
East Dutch India
intentions,
Trading Company.
while others see the IPC's promise of high profits as a chance to turn things around. But now the chill is setting in. Everyone is worried that Arum Alley is going to disappear. The Merchant Guild has to do something to help the merchants here. Therefore, on behalf of the Merchant Guild, I would like to formally extend an invitation to you all to serve as business advisors in the plan to save Arum Alley.
Nice. Oh, Manticore, you might actually like the next world. I don't know what it looks like yet, because I don't know if that part's been leaked or not. But basically, it's a penal colony, right? It used to be a prison planet that got like renovated and turned into a nice tourist destination where people actually live. Should be pretty familiar.
Excellent. Why don't you talk it over with everyone first?
I only came here for the food. I didn't expect to get tangled up in all this dock leasing stuff.
Yeah, you're a little young for this,
If you're
Bailu.
willing to give it a shot, maybe Arum Alley doesn't have to disappear.
Wait, you haven't contributed literally anything so far.
That's not true. I'm doing something right now. Persuading you to help us. An admirable contribution.
Sure.
I really hope you can help out. I'm not worried about that. I just want to help save Arum Alley. My home, the Xianzhou Yaoqing, had much closer ties with the IPC. Initially, people thought they were just engaging in a little interstellar investment, but over time, things changed. Gradually, the Yaoqing's younger generations began to enjoy the immersion produced by the IPC's entertainment division. Once they started wearing IPC clothing lines, you could hardly tell if they were Xianzhou locals or IPC employees.
Your ancestors went over there by choice? Oh yeah, well let's try to work that out.
To make it big, the architecture across the whole delve began to change. The graceful
It's kind of like those people who, while everybody was going west in the US across the desert, instead of making it all the way to the ocean in California, they decided to stop in Arizona of all places. And you're like, those are the people I don't want to mess with because they're clearly insane.
Will say the Yaoqing has changed, but they're not sure whether this change is leading to a better future or if it's allowing short-life species to dictate their way of life. It's making everyone anxious. When I saw Mingxi being confronted by the IPC, I felt the same uneasiness. I've been around several lifespans longer than that stooge, but somehow I was still at a loss for how to deal with him.
Several lives.
If our opponents
So Shank, how old are you?
I could hold my own against
Long
them.
life species.
But Arum Alley's problems aren't something we can fight off with a sword. I want to help.
Yeah, this seems like a good place to settle. There's not water for miles. Nobody will bother us here. Not even the Grim Reaper himself. I did not want to talk to you. But hey, you know what? Collab. Sure, let's go. More stuff I can ship.
tell the president that I have someone who can help us with the leasing situation at the dock, and also bring Arum Alley back to its former glory.
Hi, I'm that someone who can save y'all.
Well, seems like you have plenty of confidence.
Yeah, yeah.
I'll go ask the
And
president's
despair.
opinion on the matter. Please wait a moment. Okay. The president trusts Miss Secretary's judgment, but the applicant still needs to pass a test. You must integrate Oldie's Depot
I mean,
into
think
the
about it.
logistics plan.
Once you've basically killed gods, I don't think, like, logistics seems that scary. Yeah, I see that. I think we're probably going to ignore one of these, maybe? Yeah, I'm overqualified for, like, literally everything. Yeah, we can definitely, make this route better. Ah, I don't want to use the erase thing. Leave me alone, Shishang. Just let me handle it. I know how this works.
The president acknowledges your expertise and agrees to confer management responsibilities accordingly. Arum Alley Merchant Guild would like to issue a formal request. Please help us emerge from this crisis and revitalize Arum Alley.
That wasn't very formal, but I definitely will.
Now that that's settled, please come see me at the dock when you have time. You'll be able to help the dock workers do the inventory and help Heron Express with logistics planning. I keep tabs on all the goings-on in Arum Alley, including rumors and the latest gossip. If we can solve some of the problems in the community, it could help in rejuvenating Arum Alley.
If it involves helping people in need, count me in too.
Anytime you need anything, come find me. The important thing right now is to generate enough revenue before the payment due date.
That won't be
I'll
hard.
To the dock then. Stop by anytime.
Okay, so let's see if they've been added yet. No. At a certain point, there will be little things on the map that we need to do that will help us with the logistics. I don't know if they get added before or after we go back to the docks. Oh, what's this? Rewards? Rewards, yes. I also think this lets us teleport straight to the dock at some point. I don't know if we have that yet. No, I think we're about to unlock that. Okay.
Now that you're here, let's get started on the dock-related work.
No, I don't want to click on that. Ugh, leave me alone. Let me click on the other thing and get my rewards. Darn tutorial shit. Okay. So we need 3 of these. Yeah, I got it. It's not hard. A monkey could do these puzzles. And I am at least slightly more intelligent than your average monkey. Okay. Okay. Then we want to do... and that. But then we can get extra points for putting those on there. And we want as much money as we can get because it speeds things up.
Take your time. There's always something for everyone.
I wish actually... no. I don't think anybody's got recipes except the guy at the end. See, the Secretary of Merchants Guild came a while ago. To ask you a favor, I'm thinking of playing some storytelling shows in my store, but I don't know any of the performers. Would you please go to their live show and record a few pieces? Yeah, I can do that. Just want to get more tourists. Yeah, live shows are a good way of attracting people, so this is not a bad idea. Okay, so she actually doesn't even care that much about the money. She cares more about her regulars. That is a good way to run a shop, though, because your regulars are kind of like your lifeblood. Especially, like, people like your shop enough, they won't even take free things. There is a pizza place I've been going to since I was, I don't know, probably like 9 or 10 years old. And there have been straight up times where they're just like, I remember they were not accepted, my debit card was not being accepted by their system. They were just like, just have it for free. You come here enough, you'll take it. It's like, no. I will be back. And I went all the way down to the bank, got the money that I owed them, and walked back and paid them. It's like, listen, no. Sometimes when you get that close to the business, you have to start arguing with them. Or there were times they were trying to let my mom get like $20 of pizza for $5, and I had to go in and basically shove the rest of the money in their tip like jar. See, check out this prediction from the Divination Commission of the Xinjiao Lafu. It may be accurate, but there are some rules around this stuff. Yep, as the saying goes, the Divination Commission has 3 taboos. Don't touch the board, don't touch the frame, don't touch the net. Why are you making the Divination Commission sound like a sport? They actually say no insincere divinations, no unjust divination, no unpracticed divination. Quit your nagging. Let's just stop here and leave it up to everyone else to decide what's the real Divination Commission dinner. Yeah, hang on. You're a Divination Commission diviner. Wow, I had no idea. Yeah, I actually have helped them do some divining, so... Yeah, especially these days. The thing too is like it was way before the way things are going now. But I would still be that way. I'm mad at them though. It's not their fault. They couldn't have known. But last time I was in town, I was house sitting. And I was there for like a whole week. And like, man, I could go for some pizza. I want to go to my favorite pizza place in the whole world. And I go down there, and they're on vacation for 2 weeks. The one time that I'm back in town, I'm like, God damn it. Hey, welcome back. Let's see. When do you sleep in a basement? Do you remember how there are several stone lions outside the gates of the seat of the divine foresight? Yeah. Even took a picture of them before. Big round eyes roaring at the sky. They looked majestic. Yeah. The wind last night was roaring. I was asleep, but I heard the sounds of something being smashed over at the seat of divine foresight. And when I came back to Starskiff Haven this morning, gosh, a stone lion had been blown by the wind all the way to the harbor. I don't believe that at all. Yeah. Yes, I do think you're exaggerating. You say the wind carried a stone lion all the way here? Nonsense. The stone lion's heavy as a boulder. How could the wind have possibly carried it here? Hey, I thought you said you didn't want it. Simmer down. The stone lion belongs to the seed of divine foresight, so it's sentient. The stone lion is sentient. So now you're saying it walked here. Yeah, when it gets cold from the bellowing winds, it knows how to find a warmer place. That's why it came. No, it didn't. And where is it right now? So it went back. Okay. These guys are doing some type of performance art. I would say it's probably similar to like Abbott and Costello. Like I think it's that type of back and forth type of comedy routine, crosstalk, as they're calling it, crosstalk comedy. Yeah, but we need to record their performances for this local food stand. Yeah, it's one thing to joke about others and a whole different thing. Joke about your audience. If we do, we'll end up becoming the joke in the business. Yeah, don't laugh at your customer. You end up a bummer. You make an ill-timed joke, and you'll be broke. Wait. We're not making terrible jokes. We're straying from the point, so let's get back to it, folks. Now your audience wants a yes answer. Don't worry, we're just improvising. And you'll get an answer from us soon. There's still much room for improvisation, but let's put it on hold for now. The recording thing sounds good to me, but I need my partner's opinion before making a final decision. No, I'm not sure about that. But why not? It's just doing a regular customer a favor, right? A flat-out rejection will make us seem heartless. It's not like I want to reject your request outright, but Bakken and I are just crosstalk lovers. We don't have enough experience to put on a great show yet. We've put on a few decent shows, but that's all about it. To be frank, we've had fewer successful performances than the coins in my pocket. I just can't guarantee that our crosstalk comedy will really attract any customers for Tall Auntie's stall in Arum Alley. Yeah, we might be older than you, but we don't have much more experience in crosstalk performance. We just don't want to leave any negative impressions on our potential audience. I think they're overthinking it. As newcomers in this industry, we can't be too careful with our new career. Yes, please understand our concerns and don't make things too difficult for us. Please don't bring up the recording thing again. But if you ever want to listen to our crosstalk, you're always welcome here. Okay, well, there's another guy who's much more willing to work with us. Which is right here.
High Cloud Quintet is a fantastic story.
Yeah, he's just starting his stories. Okay, so. Sip some tea and listen to a few tunes. It would be a complete waste of time, would it? I think this is just the intro stuff from the first time I talked to him. Sometimes it's hard to tell, but I do believe technically the quest dialogue never starts until you hit this. Okay. Okay, I see your point. Actually, I've prepared some shows for the Sleepless Earl. Feel free to record them if you want. Yeah, we're definitely going to record his shows. Puts on a lot of motion is important. It is an art that many people do not appreciate, storytelling. It's a performance art. You have to be able to captivate your audience. Why are you sighing? Is there anything wrong with my performance, or are you worried about something else? Tell them that you were rejected by back and forth. Well, crosstalk, just like storytelling, seems to be a decline these days. I totally understand why they are so cautious. After all, crosstalk shows aren't exactly a reliable source of income anymore. But they're new and inexperienced, so it's natural for them to have misunderstandings about the industry. If you want to record their crosstalk shows, I would have to persuade that, or you have a way to persuade them. Elaborate. It's simple, actually. You just have to... you were just pulled into their way of thinking. Whether it's crosstalk or storytelling, it's all about constant practice in front of the audience. It's just like the Cloud Knight's daily training. Always performing in the same place can actually be detrimental to their growth, although I understand that they still have jobs to do. Honing crosstalk skills is all about accepting feedback from the audience and making constant improvements. Recording their performance could be beneficial for them, as it means they'll have a bigger audience to test out their new materials and get more feedback. This is way better than talking to themselves. Yeah. Indeed. My bad. I didn't mean to come off as arrogant. Sorry about that. Remember what I said, right? Just tell them my words, and they'll understand. Okay, let's go do that. Lucky this game doesn't punish you by actually making you repeat everything you said. They'll just pull up like a screen where it's like, yeah, you tell them.
Let me teach you all how to sleep like the general.
Yeah, he's got a point. Should have realized that sooner. It's never too late to make things right. Plus, I'd do anything for a chance to give a warm-up performance for Mr. Xian? Xian? I think it's Xian. If I ever got a chance to do this in my dreams, I'd wake myself up from laughing so hard. And what are we waiting for? Cool, we're gonna get both of the performances we need. We'll swing by Tall Auntie's stall when we're free and get some feedback from our audience. Take your time and please convey our thanks to her. Eventually, this entire area will be filled to the brim with shops that we can buy stuff from that I'll never use. My problem is the one time I actually bothered to use a consumable in this game, I ended up like not needing it all. Like I killed the thing. I used like a defense consumable and then I killed it without taking any damage. And I was like, oh, okay. That'll just be positive reinforcement or negative, I don't know which kind, for me to just not use consumables again until like a daily tells me to use a consumable. Bet they're all really good too, but I just don't use them. Or I guess I have been using, ever since they added in the whole skill thing, where if your skill's empty and you hit your, or not your skill, your technique. If your techniques are empty and you hit the technique button, it asks you if you would like to eat a snack to refill it. I'm like, thank you, because I never think about this. That was a good quality of life change. Yay. Ooh, I like that. Make a little makeshift stage out of the tables for people to watch at. Okay. More logistics. I want to say this is the first one where we actually have to do the planning. I'm trying to think what would be the quickest way to do this. I want to say we probably just want to reroute this one up. That's probably quicker. Right. And get the boost there. We do this. And yeah, that looks like we hit the goal. Cool. You just leave that alone. There's no point in getting that at all. Deshong wants to see me. Or told me that the performers have prepared more shows. Okay. I thought she wanted to see me for a second. Thought maybe I was doing well. But no, she just wants me to watch shows. Disappointment.
Just a few and you'll be full.
Rewards? Yes.
There's still more work to do on the Arum Alley Revival Project. Let's give it our all. Thanks to you and Sushong, Arum Alley's success is nearly a done deal.
We need to get here. This is the minimum. Obviously, we're going to complete the whole thing before the event's over, but this is the minimum. Probably not doing that today because I'm looking and it's like 6 a.m. already. I don't know how much longer I want to stay up. In fact, actually, I probably should just finish it here now that it's 6 a.m. And this is a pretty good stopping point. Because I have to run the actual Bomatorium talk show later today at 6 p.m. Central Time. So let's look on things real quick. Did we get any jade? We did. Okay, so what we're doing, since we're not pulling on this banner at all, is we're just converting all of our jade into tickets for the next banner. Because we're going to be pulling on Fishwan. It'd be cool if I got her, but we're not even pulling for Fishwan when that banner comes. We just want, I think Lynx is on that banner, so we want as much Lynx as possible. That's what we're pulling for, the 4-star if we get the 5-star, that's even cooler. And then we're going to skip Jingliu, and we're going to do the same thing on Topaz. Except I actually do want Topaz, but I want Gwyneth as well. So those are our plans for the gacha. I don't think we got any silvers, though. Well, we could double check before we leave. Nope, okay. Well, I think that's fine. Thank you guys for coming. Or watching, whether you're here now or watching the VOD in the future. And if you enjoy this type of content and you're up around that time, we do talk about games like this, news, and all kinds of stuff on the Vomitorium talk show. You can catch the Vomitorium live at 6 p.m. Central, and we'll see you guys then. I hope you all have a good day. I'm going to go get some sleep as soon as OBS lets me stop this stream.